What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one, man. You already know what to do. If you're new to the channel, be sure to crack that bell notification for your boy. Be sure to smash that like button. I do appreciate it. All right, y'all. So we back today with another one. As y'all know, I just copped the brand new Holosun SCS for my Glock 20 Gen 5. I had posted a short the other day. I wanted to do a quick unboxing on it just to give y'all a little bit of a rundown, being as though this is my first Holosun optic. Excuse me, y'all. I'm a little under the weather. This is my first Holosun optic that I've ever purchased. I've never had any products from them. And I've been meaning to try this out for a while because I've been doing a lot of research on it. The SCS, this is the solar charging system. And it has like a real low profile. And I wanted something like that for carry. Because being as though this is in my carry rotation, I wanted something like as, slim as possible, a slim profile as possible. And I've seen a lot of people talking good things about it. I figured I'd go ahead and try it out for myself. Had to save up a couple dollars, man, because being honest, this wasn't the cheapest optic out there, but it's definitely far from the most expensive. It ran me around $350. So finally got to get my hands on it. Take a look at it right there. As you can see, there's no plate required for this. It mounts right onto the Glock slide with the mouse, the MOS system, but you do not need a plate. So as you can see, it already has the serrations cut out. Now, being as though this is the Glock 20, the 10 mil slide is a little bit thicker than the 9 mil. So you will see there that it's just, I don't know if the camera will show you, if you'll be able to see it, but the optic is like slightly more narrow than the slide. So it kind of sits more in, but I mean, it's not a bad thing. I do like that it has the serrations so that you can like still use it to go ahead and rack the gun. So as you can see there, and just so y'all know, YouTube, we are in a safe and controlled environment. There's nothing in the magazine. We are empty. So yeah, back to the video. Yeah, so it comes with the serrations, and like I said, this is the solar charging system, so it has a built-in battery, so you cannot remove the battery. This is the solar panel right here. So as long as you get any type of lighting on there, whether it be like interior lighting or natural lighting outdoors, it'll charge the optic for you. So you won't have to worry about replacing batteries or anything like that. From what I've been seeing and what I've been reading on, Holosun claims, I think 20,000 hours for the battery life on this. So in my opinion, I think that's great because you never have to worry about charging it. And every time you take it out to the range, especially if you like at an outdoor range, you'll be able to use this with no issue, and it'll be able to charge while you're using it. So it'll alert you, I think, a few days before the battery is low if it ever gets to that point. But like I said, if you're using it or if you got it in lighting or even if you carry it, you'll be able to get some lighting on it. Even if you're just kind of sitting out on your dresser or something and you got like a light on, it'll be able to charge it. So you'll probably never have to run into that. But yeah, so I do like that. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's a really cool feature. But I think the main thing I like is the low profile. I had compared this to the Silywolf 2, and this definitely sits a lot lower than that. So I like that because as y'all can see, this gun is pretty huge itself, and I have attachments on it. I have the light on there. And I do carry this from time to time, so I did want something with a super low profile. This is probably going to be as low as it gets, being as though you don't need the plate for it. Now, it does have 3 modes. This is the button to turn it on right here. It's like really incognito, so you really got to remember where that button sits at because you can almost miss it if you don't know. So it took me a little bit to find out and kind of mess with it when I first got it out the box. So you go ahead and you'll hold that for like a second, and then it'll power on. I'm trying to see if I can show you the dot here. Let me get it powered on real quick. Yeah, you gotta really press the button. It's in there. So that's the first mode right there. I don't know if the camera will do any justice on here, but that's the circle with the dot. I believe it's a 2 MOA dot with a 32 MOA circle. And then you'll press it again, and you'll get just the dot itself right there. And then last but not least, you'll get the trying to do this on camera, y'all, bear with me. You'll get the third mode, which will be just a circle itself with no dot in the middle. And as you can see, guys, they claim that this comes already sighted in at 25 yards. I believe it because it's really spot on. I don't know if you could tell in the camera, but this thing is like really spot on. I've been doing some, and then you'll hit it again real quick and that'll cut it off. But yeah, like I was saying, I've been doing some dry fire practice with it, just kind of lining it up with the targets that I have like on my wall, just to kind of see. And the dot is super spot on. So I do believe that it's already sighted in. I don't know about 25 yards, but obviously I'm gonna take it to the range, do a little range review for y'all, and test it out, see how spot on it really is. But as far as what I've been doing, you know, with the dry fire practicing and kind of just, you know, trying to find the dot and stuff, it's pretty spot on there. Like I think it's definitely sighted in, but like I said, only time will tell with that. But yeah, so like I said, y'all, it's a really nice optic, man. I'm really impressed. This is my first Holosun product, as I already said. I really like it. I mean, this thing is, like I said, man, I know I keep saying it, but it's super low profile. It has a titanium housing, so quality is A1, no shaking or anything like that. As you can see, the screws mount right in there. It came with some Loctite on there, but I ended up putting some of mine on there anyway. I had put the removable one, the blue one, so that way if I ever need to take it off or anything like that, I won't have an issue getting the screws out, which I don't plan on removing this. This is here to stay. As y'all know, I'm really trying to get into the optic world and just, you know, trying to learn how to shoot with a dot. So I do plan on keeping this on here. And I do like that you can co-witness the sights with the optic. You don't need to change the sights out. So you could use the factory plastic Glock sights. I know a lot of you guys are probably not, you know, gonna really agree with that. But because a lot of you guys don't like the plastic Glock sights, that's why I'm saying that. I don't mind them. All right, y'all, my bad about that, man. But yeah, like I was saying, a lot of y'all might not like the plastic sights, but if you do and you don't mind the Glock plastic sights, you won't have to worry because these will co-witness great with the green dot. So you won't have to worry about changing them out. I like that because I don't really like changing sights out. Me personally, I'm okay with the Glock plastic sights. As I've stated before, I've always said that. I don't really mind them. You could get good with them just as any other gun, you know, with enough practice and, you know, lining them up and things like that. But with the dot, like I say, you know, they're kind of just there just to co-witness, but you'll be slowly going off of the dot once you get used to finding the dot and, you know, getting on target with it. But yeah, like I said, I think that's a lot of, you know, great things because a lot of times that saves you money, you know. So yeah, the optic might not be the cheapest, but for one, you're saving money on the plate because from what I've been hearing, I don't know this to be true, but they say that MOS plates aren't the best. So a lot of people end up going with like an aftermarket plate to mount an optic, which I don't really want to do that. I don't like all that extra plate stuff. Me personally, I will just prefer to just be able to mount it straight onto the slide. So this will be a win-win for me all the time, at least with the Glock. But at least for the Glock. I don't know as far as the other manufacturers and things like that, if you have to also, if they direct mount or you have to still get a plate. But I know this optic was made specifically for the MOS system. So I do like that a lot because that saves you a lot of trouble and not having to change the sights out and having to get suppressor heights or anything like that. So once again, that's a win-win for me, and I think that it's worth it. But let's talk about this packaging real quick, y'all. I know y'all care less about the box, but like I said, this is my first Holosun product, and I really, really like the packaging. Like, I'm impressed. Like, I just like the box that they give you, the color of it, the finish. I just think it looks really nice. So if you had a Holosun product already, then it's probably nothing new for you, but I really like it. And then you see you get that nice little, it's like black, smoky clear, whatever you want to call it, the box. And then you get all your, you know, contents in the box, little card, little manual, the usual boring stuff that y'all could care less about. They do include a tool, which I like that, to mount the optic on there. Really nice tool, by the way, real like sturdy. I like it. It was super easy to use to mount on there. Get your cleaning cloth. And that's pretty much it. The optic obviously comes in there. So this, obviously I already unboxed it. But what I do like about it is they do include the screws. They only include one set of screws. And I think that's really cool because they mount right onto the optic, so you don't have to worry about finding a set of screws or anything like that. I thought I was going to have to use the screws that came with the MOS plate that mounts on before you put an optic. Like, you're just going to run it on its own. But the screws that are in here actually are the screws that came in here. And like I said, they only send you one set of screws, which is great because you know right off the back that they're going to go right on. So I do like that. You know, like I said, it's just something that I want to, optics is something that I want to get into for 2024. And I just, you know, I want to try it out because like I said, I had a gun with an optic before and it didn't work out too good. But I think that was, I believe that was the Viper Vortex that I had when I had my Canic, and it didn't work out too good for me. So I want to kind of start over, try again, try to get, I don't think I really try hard enough to train with it, you know, so I definitely want to get into it this year, you know, kind of take it a little more serious and, you know, see if the optic world is really for me. But other than that, y'all, like I said, the Holosun so far is a go. First impressions, definitely, I like it. I think it's great. You know, the packaging is A1. The optic is A1. You know, just the functionality of it is very simple. I do like the fact that, like I said, you can charge the system with the just a lighting, you know, natural lighting or, you know, indoor lighting. I do like that. It just makes it all simple for me. And I'm a pretty simple guy when it comes to things like that. I don't like doing too much as far as putting certain attachments on your weapons and stuff like that. So for me, I think that's really cool. So like I said, so far, so good. It's a go for me. But obviously the real test is going to be, you know, taking it to the range and actually really using it, putting it to use, and then letting you guys know what I really think about it as far as the functionality of it. Because right on here, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. First impressions, I'm definitely going to give it a 10 out of 10. Like I said, yeah, it's a little bit more pricier, but looking at a lot of the so-called budget optics, they're actually starting to get up there in price. And I'd rather stick with a company that is already reputable. Not saying that I'm not going to try other optic companies, because I have tried other optics for my other bigger guns. And those, I have a lot of budget optics on those, or should I say cheaper optics. But as far as this one goes, I notice it's a little bit more on the reputable side. So obviously, I'm not going to spend $800 on a Trigicon. You know, I don't think it's for all of that. I mean, kudos to those who do. But definitely wanted to kind of step it up. And I've been wanting to try Holosun now for some time now. So I think the SCS is going to do just great. If you guys have any other questions, man, just hit me up in the comment section. You know, I always write back to y'all. So if there's anything else you want to know that I might have left out. Other than that, y'all, that's all I got for y'all today, man. So be sure to crack that bell notification for your boy. Be sure to smash that like button, man. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one.